Hey guys, my name is Nico and I'm uploading a video to YouTube every single day so I get better at speaking to the camera. In addition, I'm also talking to strangers every single day so I lose my social anxiety, and that's honestly, I've lost a lot of it. It's not gone completely. I still feel anxious and scared in certain environments, but I am well above average at this. So I'm just gonna sit here and tell you my experience and my thoughts and see where I can help you out. So, my past. Why should you listen to me? I used to be the absolute shyest kid you could possibly ever think of. The shyest in the class. All my teachers in elementary and middle, and for most of high school up until senior year, whenever they would meet with my parents, they would say, I need to participate more. He needs to engage more with his peers. AKA, this kid doesn't talk. This kid doesn't have friends. Right now, I have a decent friend group, a lot of really good best friends that are ride or dies. I have an amazing wife. I have my own business that's going to make me 6 figures in revenue. And I can talk to strangers every day. And I haven't missed a single day this year. How did I get here? Well, that's honestly a tough question. If I really wanted to dig deep into this, I would say it's how my upbringing and whatever, and my parents and trauma and whatever caused this and negative feedback. But we're not here for that. We're here to talk about how and why I talk to strangers every day. So I decided to do this because I was thinking of what do I want to better myself at when I was thinking of my New Year's resolutions. And so one of the things I really wanted to get better was communication. Hence, why I'm doing these videos on YouTube every day. But part of communication, probably one of the hardest parts, is just letting yourself flow freely and get over fears. And so that's why I decided that I was going to talk to a stranger every day. Now, to be completely fair, this is not... I'm already above average in social anxiety and how much social anxiety I have. Meaning I have less than probably the majority of you. I've always been more capable of doing harder things socially because I've put in the reps in the past. I've done harder things. I've pushed myself socially in the past. But talking and getting rid of that social anxiety is like a muscle. If right now I stop talking to people for 6 months and do what I'm doing every day again, then it's gonna be hard. So it's actually the main reason why I keep going, because I feel like I'm not gaining that much more, is because I need to keep myself warm. And now that I keep myself warm, it's that much easier to strike up conversations when I genuinely find things to say. Because right now, I'm forced myself to say things. Sometimes I just go around and say people in a really good way. Hey guys, have a great day, as I'm walking past them in the streets of Amsterdam. And Amsterdam in the Netherlands, by the way, it's not a city that is necessarily friendly. Dutch people are pretty cold, especially at first. They're probably more open if you get to know them. But they're cold. And it's a big city. It's not like a small town where everyone says good morning. No one speaks to you. Plain and simple. And so it's definitely different. I'm definitely weird when I do stuff like this. In the past, I used to come up to people with my Meta Ray-Ban glasses and post it every day. But that's gotten me a lot of negative feedback, so I've kind of stopped. But I could probably keep going. I have some videos that I haven't uploaded. I uploaded a lot of them on social media if you want to check out my Instagram. It's, I think if you go on my YouTube channel, you'll probably find it on my account. It's Nico Idrov, Nicodrov. Nicodrov. And I've done that. I've had decent conversations. I've also faced a lot of rejection. And I think I'm just starting to get better at dealing with rejection now, because part of why I'm talking and doing this and part of anxiety, why it hurts, is because the fear of rejection, it stings so much. It's a feeling that really sucks. It sucks a lot. It's a really stingy, horrible feeling. Horrible, absolutely horrible. And so what have I done to make it better? So at first, I would go up to people with my Meta Ray-Ban glasses on, sort of annoying, and I admitted it. I'm using everyone for my own gain. I'm not out here saying I'm spreading positivity. Maybe sometimes I cope and brainwash myself into saying I'm spreading positivity, but I'm just using everyone for my own sake of bettering myself, and that's just the way it is, technically. Call me selfish. You have a good argument for me being selfish, but it is what it is. So would go up to people and people would say like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. That freaking sucks. It freaking sucks. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of you guys watching, it also sucks, but you're thinking, of course they don't want to talk to you. Why would they? You're random. You're weird. And I'm going to tell you you're totally right. But I'm also going to propose to you something that I think you guys are fair. I think you guys can take it. Different people experience pain differently. I know this is a wild example, but there's probably someone out there who got more traumatized by being punched in the face than someone getting traumatized for when their mom dies. In general, it is societally agreed upon that when someone's parent dies, it's like something horrible and they must be going through a lot of pain. And it's probably more pain than getting punched in the face once, or I don't know. Let's do a better example than getting punched in the face. Cheated on by their 3-month boyfriend or girlfriend. It is more society acceptable to validate pain of certain events. And all my point is, I felt pain regardless. Maybe you don't think I should have felt pain. Maybe I'm just a really weak-minded person. But that's just explaining my pain. The pain, I felt it. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you don't want to validate my pain. Maybe you want to say I'm in the wrong. And that's completely fine. I need to be able to take that if I want to become the type of person that I want to become. And my last point regarding that is, the majority of you simply aren't willing to do what I do. And in a way, I'm not talking to all of you, but in a way for a lot of you, it's a way of coping because you know you're not able to do what I do, and you just call me weird because I intimidate you in a way. And I know that's a long shot, and if it is, and if this is true about you, you simply will not get it. Like, your mind cannot physically comprehend. The laws of the universe and physics and biology and psychology don't allow you to comprehend that because your ego and pride is high. And I know I sound so conceited and so narcissistic, and I'm sorry. I'm open. There's a lot of margin for error in what I say, and I'll openly admit that. But what do you think? Overall, it's been worth it. It's so much easier, like I said earlier in this video, to be able to talk to people when I actually find something interesting. Because before, I found myself wanting to say stuff, but there's some filter in me preventing me from doing so. Now it's almost eliminated. I have better conversations with my partner's parents, their family, with strangers on the street. Today, earlier, one of my talking to strangers, there was this company, and they were like loading things into a van, and I just helped them out. And they were a cool company. It was nice. They enjoyed it. It's good when people enjoy your presence. And overall, it's really good. I recommend you guys doing this. God bless you guys. If you believe in love or that all things happen for a reason or anything like that, then you already believe in God, because God is those things. Bye. Mwah.